What's up everybody? Hope you guys have been doing well. I am in the back of my car because I am waiting for my haircut appointment. I just finished work, just closed up the shop. Had a few more interviews today. We're still in the hiring process for summer. These interviews, out of 6 people, actually I would say 5 of them were pretty strong candidates. But we're probably only going to hire maybe 4 of them. So I need to decide by tomorrow, and then we'll send out the formal invitations. Other than that, the summer's been pretty good to us. It is not as hot as it normally is in July. Sales have been okay, and the shop is staying busy. Luckily, not a lot of things are breaking. I feel like every summer things break, but this year has been pretty good, fingers crossed. I still have about an hour till my hair appointment, so I'm just gonna relax, hang out in the car, and maybe get some work done. So I just got done with my haircut. Just did a little trim today. I did go a little bit shorter on the sides than I usually do because she's gonna be gone. My hairstylist is gonna be gone in September, but I'm actually going to Asia in September, so I'm gonna go see her probably 2 weeks after I normally do. So I just asked her to cut it a little bit shorter just to give myself some extra time. Now I'm gonna go and probably have dinner with some of my friends. I'm not really sure what we're gonna eat yet. We haven't decided, but I will let you guys know.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming.
Hey, look, I guess it's by the grace of God. I done came up on some dollars, stun like daddy on my mama, hallelujah. I ain't tripping, slipping, falling by what these talking. Get your roll on Stephen Hawking, power to you. I tried and I can't give up, I just don't know how. You minds is always running, ain't said nothing profound. They got me isolated, meditating, letting no sound.
What's up everybody? It is the afternoon. I am back at home. I went to the cafe this morning, just hung out for a little bit, got some stuff done, and then I came back home for lunch. I'm just hanging out, waiting for my wife to get back. I know it seems like sometimes I really do nothing all day. In my previous job, I was actually a real estate broker. So I did that from the time I was 19 to about 26, 27. I dropped out of high school when I was 16 years old. I ended up going to junior college, and I left that when I was about 17 or 18 years old. Formalized education was really just not for me. And all the things that I wanted to do, I wanted to be a business owner, I wanted to have my own thing, it just didn't require education, and I didn't see the point in wasting all this time going to school when it wasn't aligned at all with what I really wanted to do. So like I said, I ended up doing real estate for about 6-7 years, and I had some success in that. During that time, I worked 7 days a week, morning till night. It was constant hustle, it was constant going places and doing things. So I think now that I'm a little bit, older and I have the freedom to, I just like to enjoy myself. Try to figure out ways that I can create things, because I think that's really what I enjoy doing. Whether it's creating a business or looking at a piece of real estate, seeing the potential of what it could be and creating something new. That's what I enjoy doing. So even with these videos, I know they're not very good and they're kind of coming along. I'm still learning, and I think that's all just part of the process of literally everything in life. You have to look a little bit stupid in the beginning in order to become better and become successful at it eventually. It definitely starts with a willingness to just fail a bunch over and over and over, fail faster, and then you'll succeed faster. That's what I try to do with pretty much everything in life. I believe that speed is much better than perfection. That's kind of what I've been working on right now. Other than that, I'm just waiting for my wife to come home, and I think we're gonna go to dinner with some of our friends. I know it seems like we go out to dinner a lot, which I actually do. I don't cook that much. Maybe when I have like a kid and stuff, we will cook at home more, but right now it's just me and her. We don't really cook that much. I think this is my new favorite spot to just sit and do these talking videos. It's quiet in here, has good natural lighting. Yeah, I know it's kind of awkward, or it feels a little awkward being in the back of my car, but I like it a lot.
Okay, yeah. I got floaters in my eyeball, coasters by the shot glass, smoking let my mind fall. Plenty roaches, no ass, stepping on the critters, jitters going through my spine. Should be used to a state of a poor man's mind. It's just PBOJ, Kool-Aid, no sugar, boiling the bath, water for warm showers in winter. Work cooking.
Lately, I've been thinking a lot about time. They say that time is the one thing that you can't get back. Once it's spent, it's gone. Yet we live in a world where we're constantly tracking the metrics of our bank accounts, obsessing over how much money we've made or spent. But rarely do we consider how much time we've spent or wasted. And that's the one thing we can never earn more of. I turned 31 this year, and honestly, most of these years feel like a blur. Sure, I have some core memories, moments that stand out, but in general, it all feels like it passed in fast forward. So moving forward, I want to live more intentionally. I want to be conscious of how I spend the most valuable thing that I have in this life. My time.
Nowadays the pain follow me, deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. I'm somewhere between confidence and arrogance. The middle ground is treacherous, I work on getting out of it. Pops is looking down, I feel him every time the sun shines. Back to being unsigned, I only got my bloodline. With me going forward, smoking cookie till we dumb high. I heard you taking shots, we pulled up on them, they was gun shy. 2 p.m. in Rome, we at the chapel eating sun-dried tomatoes and a plum wine. Life been like a movie, I don't know how long the run time. Hope it's an extended cut, but when I die, I load my consciousness onto a thumb drive. And upload it to the masses when I pass. All my sets is holographic, life's as real as you imagine. My Jewish girl was tight, cause I ain't link on the Sabbath. But it's Friday and I got a few robins I need a bask in. Playing traffic, if you wanna play the faction. We don't act, we getting active, stacking cash and dodging taxes. My father was a Catholic, never taught me how to practice. But with music, I'm a Baptist. Chris and all these fucking...
So today's Monday. Mondays are usually the busiest time at the shop for me, mainly because that's the day that I do all my organizing, all my planning, all my inventory, any schedules. That all happens on Monday. So I pretty much finish everything. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I went to Obon, which is like a summer Japanese festival. Now I am Japanese by culture, but I'm not really like, or ethnicity, but culturally I'm not really that Japanese. So every time I go, it just kind of reminds me of my grandparents, because that's what they used to like to do. They used to like to go to Obon, and I'm not really sure even what it symbolizes, but for me it's just like a little celebration annually that we have of Japanese culture. And something that I've been thinking about is I'm actually gonna launch a new project, and I feel like I'm never really doing enough, and I know that's probably a fallacy, mainly because if I'm not busy, then I feel like I'm not productive, and I know that's not always true. But I am gonna launch, kind of start a project that hopefully I can do something that's within the next 20 or 30 years. And I feel like I'm hit a point in my life where I'm kind of done dabbling into things, and I really want to find something that I can sink my feet into for the long term. Now again, without going into it, there's no amount of planning or amount of thinking that I can do or analysis that will make sure that this thing is successful. What I found is that the most prominent thing that leads to success is the individual and your willingness just not to give up. I also think a lot about this world doesn't reward like the smartest or the most best looking, or like whatever qualities that you think a lot of people think that it takes to have success. The people that have success, the people that this world rewards most, is the ones that are willing to incur the most amount of risk and struggle through the pain in order to get there. Nothing is easy, and no matter how much capital or money you have, nothing comes easy. And I think going forward, I really just want to figure out what I can do for the next 20 or 30 years. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of plans about the real estate market and the future of where kind of jobs are going. So I want to bring them all together and do something for the long term.
Long live Ag.
Yeah.
Like so.
These are my memoirs. Light up a cigar, smoke up the memories as I sit and dust them off. Why do people say it's just to piss you off? Ignore them, no call button and then dress too par. Now they can't test the guards, had to defy the odds. It only get tougher back then, we thought times was hard. Told them don't write me off, told her don't type at all. To all the ones that gave up, this a reply to y'all. That wavy haired kid that you knew, been on a tear since. The cries was lower than the laughter now that I'm hearing. The praise for staying committed to something they played with. It was always about us, it's never about who's your favorite. Took my insecurities and made my future.